Let's talk about questions. What makes for a good question and explore whether or not we're asking the right ones. So let's start with the why question. Why are questions important? Well, if you think about it, the one thing that really differentiates us humans from the rest of the animal kingdom is our ability to think, to have thoughts, to reflect on those thoughts, to reflect on thoughts, emotions, habits, and relationships. And the best tool that we have for reflection is asking questions. And if we do that well, if we ask questions well, explore new opportunities, have some new thoughts and ideas, we can take action that allows us to move forward in our environment, to adapt, to not only survive, but thrive. A lot of the questions that we ask are in our self-talk. So what's the purpose of that? If I ask myself questions, I'm going to know the answers. So what gives? Why is that helpful? Well, it's helpful because we're in the mode of asking questions to conjure up new thinking, new perspectives. So the process itself can be very productive. And the other thing is we think through that process in our conscious mind. If we focus on a few key questions, our subconscious will work on that too. If we do that well, perhaps as we sleep, our subconscious will come up with some ideas, answers to those questions that we're raising. So that's a little bit about the why. How about the who? As I said, it's a human experience to ask questions. And if you reflect on that, you remember that as a small child, even 5, 6 years old, you were asking a lot of questions, probably a lot of why questions. We were very good at asking the why question when we were young. But if you're Columbo, a detective, looking to solve a mystery, or perhaps you're a doctor doing diagnostics to try to find the mystery to an ailment of a patient, you're asking questions. If you're a scientist like Isaac Newton, you're asking questions about gravity. If you're a scientist like Albert Einstein, you might invent a concept called a thought experiment, where you're asking some very provocative questions that would have you contemplate what would it be like if you could ride through the universe on a beam of light. So getting kind of down to earth a little bit more, though, Eric Schmidt, CEO of Google, says that they run the company Google on questions, not answers. Questions are the things that are the stuff of insight and new perspectives, and very, very important for a high-tech company. So powerful questions is not just any question, but what constitutes a powerful question? Well, let's define first what a powerful question is. My definition of a powerful question is a question that's open-ended. It empowers the person to create possibilities and encourage discovery and deeper understanding. The cool part is about a powerful question, it can be a spark of curiosity that can ignite powerful insights. Those powerful questions can invite deeper thought as we seek to further learning and connection. So how about a checklist for powerful questions? Now that we've defined what it is, here's a 6-point checklist. So take a look at this, think through some of the questions you're asking yourself, use this checklist to determine whether or not your questions are indeed powerful. In my mind, the first thing that a powerful question needs to be is structured the right way. A powerful question needs to be clear and concise. I say one sentence, one question, not multiple questions all at once. For best results, the question needs to be structured as open-ended, typically with a question preceding with what, how, where, when, who, sometimes why. So the structure should be clear and concise, one sentence, one question, open-ended. In addition, the question should be, in order to be powerful, have a sense of kind of purity. Purity in that it's grounded. It's not based on loose assumptions or false impressions or predicates. It needs to be neutral, so it's not biased with opinions of the questioner. It's not leading, it's neutral. It's pure of in itself. So it's grounded and neutral. And then lastly, the motive has to be right. And the motive for a powerful question is purposeful, to stimulate thinking. Not to be a rhetorical question, that's not very useful, but actually to stimulate thinking. And most important, to be probing. A powerful question allows us to probe and draw out insights or feelings. So 6-point checklist for powerful questions: clear and concise, open-ended, grounded, neutral, purposeful, and most importantly, probing. So